I mean, my co-host is well versed in this 50 Cent and T.I beef that is unfolding on the internet. So, you know,
I mean, it's
give it to
unfolded.
us.
It is the opposite of Kalani's folded. This is unfolded.
Unfolded.
Unfolded. So, okay.
Do not come pick
Apparently,
up
this
your
goes
clothes.
back a long time.
Uh-huh.
T.I has wanted to do a versus with 50 Cent. He's called him out several times. T.I also said, I don't know, in an interview or something,
Mm-hmm.
you could go look it up, people, that he saw 50 Cent in an airport or somewhere. They were kicking it. They were chopping it up. He asked him about verses. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get on the internet. I'm going to troll you and do my thing. And then you respond and we'll get it popping. And then he never did it. And T.I.'s been calling him out, waiting. And he ain't never did it. And so apparently in the midst of his rollout and interviews and stuff, it was mentioned recently. And it looked like 50 Cent started doing what he said he was going to do, but not the way he said he was going to do it. So he did his usual internet stuff. Let's call it an internet attack, quote unquote. This is a made up term that I'm making up here.
Mm-hmm.
So he did all the memes and the jokes and the tweets and all that stuff. And then it started getting a little too personal. T.I was quiet for the most part. And it seemed like 50 Cent continued to push the buttons. And part of
As
that,
50 Cent does.
correct. And part of that was posting T.I.'s wife. He posted T.I.'s wife and said some things. And King, T.I.'s son, was offended. And King
Okay.
King
King
put
was
out
offended.
King was upset and put out a verse.
Uh-huh.
And of course the internet roasted him and said, you know, little boy, stay out of big man business, basically.
I never understand why the kids want to go toe to toe with 50 Cent. I don't think the kids realize who 50 Cent is exactly, you know how they like to say, oh, this person is exactly who they think they are. 50 Cent is exactly who he thinks he is. Okay? We have
T.I.
said
thinks
many
differently, but
times.
we'll get to it.
What'd you say?
T.I. thinks differently, but we'll get to it in a minute.
I know that T.I thinks differently. I'm not even talking about T.I. I understand why T.I would want smoke with 50 Cent. I feel like they can meet each other eye to eye. The kids though, this is like Diddy's kids. Sometimes y'all gotta stay out of y'all's daddy's shit.
Well, I see both sides because I see that side, but I also see that I'm a young man, King, not me. I'm an old
Mm-hmm.
man. King is a young man.
You
He's
are.
also he also is a rapper. He also is a rapper.
Mhm.
And so, yo, you talking about my mama?
Okay, fair
Then
enough.
I'm gonna talk about you
Cause I
because
got hands for my mama. Don't
because
I got
as
smoke
the famous
for
lines
people who
once
mess with my
said,
mom.
as the famous line once said, what you said about my mama?
Right, and accurate because that's all I'll say.
So King throws something out, but the internet roasted King. The internet said basically, "Hey, little boy, chill out."
Right.
And whatever, no comment. I'm not mad at
Mhm.
him. I understand it. Nothing wrong, in my opinion,
Yeah,
standing
he's
up for your
defending his
mom,
mother.
standing up for mama love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Uh, 50 continued to do what 50 does. And T.I.'s first response was to diss 50 Cent's deceased mother. And by doing that, he said, this my flex. I'm summarizing, folks. I am
Uh-huh.
not quoting. But he basically said, hey, here's me and my mama and my whole family. Hey, dog, where's your mama?
That's not nice.
Well,
That is
it's not
not
nice. This
nice.
is after 50 Cent posted not nice things about T.I.'s wife.
Tiny.
Correct, Tiny. So after all of that, after all of that, we get a Ti diss record.
Mm-hmm.
We get the Ti diss record.
Is this the one where he says, I'm the right one?
I'm the right one, yes. And
Okay.
so let
This
me
I have
just,
heard.
yeah, I mean, you heard both of them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you both of them, so you should be up to snuff. And so the right one is the first diss record,
Mm-hmm.
and that came out. It came out now 3 days ago, and at the time of recording this, that is. And so we get this record number one.
Yeah. And T.I is basically saying, you know, you chose the right person to war with. I'm here. What's up?
Correct.
I understand. And people will call me soft for this, but I said this during the last really big rap battle that there was. I'm not going to mention it cuz
Biggie and Tupac,
no. Um
Common and Ice
I'm
Cube,
not going to say it because I feel like we say their names
Nas
so
and
often.
Jay-Z.
All right.
Okay, I know
So a
which one it
couple
was.
years
It
ago,
was it was definitely. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
we went through this whole rap beef thing, which it turned into a monster. It was bigger than all of us. It was bigger than them, as far as I'm concerned. But the point that I want to make is that I said way back when I was sitting on the blue couch, I said that I feel like these beefs are dangerous. And I feel like people end up saying things that you cannot come back from. And I don't believe that everybody's trying to come back from it, just to be clear. But I'm also saying that I think that certain things are over the line.
Okay.
I mean, I understand, I don't think it's right to talk about Tiny, but I also don't think it's right to talk about somebody's deceased parent.
Yeah.
That's weird to me, like that anyone wants to say that to anyone. I don't know what inside of you gives you that hatred for someone to the point where you would want to say that. I'm sure there are reasons. It's not really a judgment. It may sound like one, but it's more of it's not productive. So this stuff makes me very anxious because while I believe that T.I and 50 Cent are both men who have a lot to lose if something were to get physical or just, things went awry and went beyond the pen. But I get a little nervous when the kids get involved because,
Okay.
as much as I don't think that they have a leg to stand on against 50 Cent, I also think that the naivete, the hot headedness, the ego that comes with being a young man sometimes
Mm.
can get them into dangerous situations if they're not careful
Yeah, that's true.
when
Definitely
mom and dad are not around.
when mom and
Um
dad are around.
and
But
this makes me nervous because we've seen it even with Diddy's kids, like what's his name? Oh, King be outside in the streets and it don't take a whole lot for them to piss him off about his daddy.
the Kings
So
have things to say.
and always has something to say. So I'm just
No, no, no.
saying,
I'm
I'm not
saying
saying,
I'm saying King Combs
oh,
and
and
King
King Harris,
Harris
right,
have, they got stuff to say.
right. And I just worry about that part of it because I don't really think that sometimes I don't know that they understand the gravity of it, and because I believe his other son also is now involved, is now up in the mix. Damani is up in the mix as well with this.
I
So
didn't
it
I
just
didn't say anything about that.
I just
I
saw
believe you,
something
but I
that
didn't
said
see
that
it.
Damani put out his own song or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm like, all right, so this is a family battle now. Where are the VH1 cameras?
Nope.
But
Nope.
as far as 50 Cent and Ti go, um, I don't. I would really just love peace and love and hip hop right now. I don't actually. I don't actually care to dive into a rap battle at this current juncture. I feel like I'm all rap battled out. I really just want some good hip hop, you know, some stuff that I could bump to, some stuff that I could really, get conscious with, and that's it. That's all I'm looking for. I don't. T.I has some bars on "I'm the Right One." I also think it's funny just the phrase "I'm the right one." So I appreciated that that he said that.
Yeah.
I've used that phrase before. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I
So
was
let's talk
fatigued
about
by
let's talk
this.
about the record.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I feel like he had bars on the record. What I want to say about Ti is that Ti is doing good. Okay, I feel like this comeback that he's got going on right now. I mean, really, a rap battle is good for him right now. But this comeback, I think so, is getting his name out there.
I mean, the record he released, his single was already doing that. That record is
It
everywhere.
was. Oh my
So
gosh. Millennials are just so thrilled. He's
yeah, and that record is great.
It's great. It's great. You know how many videos I saw of like people our age and a little bit older that were like, "Our guy is back. Let's dust let's dust off our blazers, our
Yeah,
business casual from our club days."
yeah. One of my homies from their mid 40s hit me and was like, "Hey man, you hear this new Ti shit?" I was like, "Yeah, yes I have." They were like, "I like this one. This is like bring them out." I said the same thing on my pod. They were like, "Oh yes, you were
Yeah,
right then." I was like, "Yeah,
yeah. So yeah. So I'm into him making music right now. This is not what I expected, but I thought that I thought that it was a decent diss track. He has some
okay,
bars for sure. There
okay."
were definitely some oh shit moments. Like I was listening, I was in the grocery store actually, and I was listening, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, did he just say that?"
It's like what?
What? you
Tomatoes?
know,
Can you believe this?
right, right. What'd you think?
I thought it was entertaining.
Definitely that.
I thought he said a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like this as a song.
Okay. I don't think
I
I would
don't
listen
like
to
the
it
hook.
again. That's what you're saying.
I don't like the hook.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear him pausing and punching a lot on this record.
Okay.
You can hear that he said a couple lines, stopped, came back, said a couple lines, stopped, came back, said a couple lines, and that was annoying the shit out of me because I'm like, my gosh, your tone is different, your flow is different. It's really easy to tell, and that was driving me bananas. And I don't like this hook.
Let me ask you something. As a
Okay.
as a hip hop artist,
Uh-huh.
who is releasing a documentary tomorrow, uh,
That's me.
for everyone, listening, YouTube, Eastern time, 11 a.m.
I was
So
gonna say Eastern time. What time though?
I had to remember. That's the order I remembered in. Hello.
All right, as a
Don't
hip
mess
hop
up my
artist,
ad. Why are you
ridiculous.
messing up my ad?
That's why we don't do ads on weeknights. Come on, as a hip hop artist.
As a hip hop artist, for songs like this where you could hear that they're punching in, can you is there a reason why you may not have an answer to this question, but is there a reason why a person would not re-record that?
Yeah. I mean, what I was gonna say is, although it was driving me crazy, the average listener probably don't give
No,
a
it doesn't
fuck
notice.
because what matters to the average listener, especially on a diss track, is it a good diss track?
Yeah.
So who cares? Like I have seen people on the internet going crazy over this,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's the best talk shit record Ti has. I think he said entertaining stuff. I think he said stuff people didn't expect, but I don't
Hmm.
think it was the best Ti. You better watch your mouth record. He has a song
Yeah.
called "Watch What You Say to Me" featuring Jay-Z. Forget about Jay-Z right now. Just when you finish listening to this, audience, go listen to T.I. Watch What You Say to Me. It's on the T.I. versus Tip album. You're welcome. That sound more like, hey, nigga, you better watch your mouth because I'll smack you. Or something else. That sound more like the T.I. I was waiting for when I heard that this record was coming. Not this pause and go, this double dutch thing. So the average listener probably don't care. They just want to know, is he saying good stuff? Is it a good diss record? I think it is a good diss record. But is it a good song? Probably not. What do I mean? I mean, Hit 'Em Up is a diss record. But if Hit 'Em Up come on in the club, you gonna be, hey!
Of course.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Right?
Dancing on the pod.
Damn, I can't remember the name of this. What's the Kendrick shit?
Which one?
Oh, if Not Like Us comes on in the club, you gonna hit that, you gonna bust a move.
Yeah, old people love to dance to Not Like Us.
Right, and so this is what I'm saying. Those are diss records, but they're also really good songs. This is not that. It was a good diss. He gave him some body punches. It was entertaining. It was cool, but you're probably not gonna play it too many times, in my opinion. This ain't the one you're gonna have on repeat mode. It's just like, oh, all right, that was cool. That was hot. That was hot. What else you got? That's my opinion. I hate this hook. I like what he says. I just don't think this was the best, flyest delivery and flow from T.I. Now, there's plenty of people who feel opposite. Everyone I saw reacting to this so far feels the exact opposite. So they might tear me up in the comments. It's cool. You got your opinion, and I have mine.
That's why they're opinions.
That's right. So I thought that was it. And especially because then T.I. did start going to the internet. And I said, I liked it when you just dropped bars. Right. And I guess T.I. heard me. Because he dropped more bars.
Yeah.
He dropped more bars. So he dropped another one called Lessons. I believe yesterday, if I'm correct. And so Lessons came out. Lessons is only like on his Instagram and on YouTube so far. The right one is on streaming platforms. What I really like about Right One is a bunch of the shit I said about the first thing is not true in the second one. This is a song you could actually play and listen to and enjoy. Yeah. T.I. is talking big shit on this one. It is still a diss record. And it has a better hook, in my opinion.
I would have to agree, and only because honestly, you keep talking about the hook on the first one, and I don't remember it. I remember the song, I remember the verses, I don't remember the hook, which I think is an indication that the hook probably wasn't that great to begin with. So,
and he was flowing on this one. There wasn't a lot of pause and change my tone and pause and change my flow. No, he was flowing on this one. He went in. He did his thing. This is the better song, in my opinion, but not as entertaining as the first one.
Well, this one is more gritty, I think.
Yes.
You know? Like, it's meant to have that extra edge. It's not meant to be pretty.
This felt like what should have been the first one to me. It felt like to me, the right one was like, oh, I'm going to try to maybe get some kind of play here. Maybe get somebody to maybe want to try to dance to this or something.
Yeah,
that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, but I don't think it worked. But this second one was like, okay, you want some mixtape T.I. shit. This we will play over and over again. So I think this is the better song.
I agree.
But I think the first one was way more entertaining.
I agree with that. Yeah, but you know me, sometimes I'm like, I don't even really want the entertaining version. I want give me the grit, because sometimes that's really all you need. We've got tons of we've got tons of pop records we can listen to, you know? There's always that. That's always going to exist. But yeah, this is the other thing. This is what,
sorry, you go.
No, I was just gonna say this feels like real. This feels like that version of hip hop. I don't want to call it real versus not real, but um, yeah, that version of hip hop that's like, all right, we getting down to business, you know. So yeah, I'd have to
Yeah.
agree.
To me, one of the cool things about Lessons, which is the second
Hmm.
one, one of the cool things about Lessons to me is he's addressing a lot of the shit the internet is saying about him as well. He's
Yeah.
like, hey man, my rollout was going real good already. Because a lot of
Hmm.
people were saying, oh, T.I is only doing this as a rollout. And other people
Hmm.
were saying T.I is messing up his rollout. T.I made it clear, hey, listen, I was doing very well before this motherfucker opened his mouth.
Right.
He said more stuff about his own family. He was listening. They were on the internet paying attention to the things being said
Hmm.
before they recorded Lessons. And I appreciate that. I said, now this I like, because one of the things about a good diss record is sometimes two things. One,
Hmm.
beating the other person to the punch. If you ever saw 8 Mile, Eminem shows you that. Sometimes
Hmm.
you gotta, what do they say? Sometimes you gotta cheddar bob yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's number
Hmm.
one. Number two is letting people know that you're down with what's going on in the current times, that you're up to speed with the
Right.
things going on right now. Like if I diss you, it's okay to say some shit from '88, but also I should be able to include some things from right now. Like if
Yeah.
everything I'm saying about you in the diss record is from '92, people gonna be like, do
Um,
this nigga not know none of the current shit? Like, what's
right.
up? Why he's not? He ain't saying nothing about Harley minding my business. He didn't mention weeknights. What's
Hmm.
going on right now? Like, I don't. What's up?
Right.
Yeah. But if I get on there and I'm like, yeah, that's why you had to cancel a flight, and that's why blah blah blah. And I saw when you slipped on that ice in the snowstorm, you're gonna be like,
Hmm.
hey, this motherfucker really knows some current shit. And so that also is important in the diss record.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
I think you.
Like hey, going back to the two records I mentioned, in Hit 'Em Up, he mentioned in current shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Right.
you love Versace now, nigga, but you weren't
Right.
loving Versace before. Oh, you a ladies' man now, but you weren't no ladies' man when you was begging to sleep on my couch.
Right.
And same thing, Kendrick, he mentioned old stuff, but he also mentioned right now, oh yeah, you think Yachty keeps you cool because you around a young boy?
Right.
You think you could just run to Atlanta anytime you want to get high? He's saying current stuff.
I mean, no, he did his thing. He did his thing.
Yeah. So I appreciate that from the T.I Lessons record.
My only recommendation is that let let the grown-ups keep it amongst the grown-ups.
I feel you.
The elders, I should say, because the kids are adults. But yeah,
I have a question.
I don't really want to hear from them going at 50 Cent. No one cares. You have a question. What's the question?
T.I has now released two diss records. We know 50 Cent will not rap back. We know that. We know 50 Cent will not respond with a record.
That's not his style.
At what point do you stop putting out diss records? I'm enjoying them. I'm just asking. Knowing that he will not respond, which T.I knows, he said it himself on Lessons, knowing that he will not release a rap record in response, when do you stop putting out diss records?
50 Cent gonna say something that's really
Right.
gonna throw the
But
family off.
but he's not going to put out another. He's not going to respond with a
No,
diss record.
I'm not saying he's gonna put out a song. He doesn't. He just does what he does. And he's gonna do what he
Right.
does. And at some
Right.
point, that's gonna push them to the wall. And they're either going to have to continue to respond or they're going to have to just bow out of it. Because one thing, and this is what I keep saying about 50 Cent, is one thing is that 50 Cent knows how to antagonize people.
Yes.
And I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying what we have seen is that he is relentless.
Yes.
And after a while, it's not fun anymore when because he's not if he's not gonna play the way you want him to play, it's.
But that's why I'm asking, because he's not. So that's why I'm asking how many disc records you put out if you T.I.
I don't see long term T.I continuing to put out records when he's not gonna get anything back. I think
Okay.
maybe he'll do more. I'm not saying he won't, but I'm saying like it can't go on that long because for what? Like then it just becomes like fruitless for him.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I'm asking.